We are going to do something very different today. I am going to discuss cards in different kind of categories. Basically, say cards in cashback category, cards in travel category, super premium credit cards, and so on. This is something that we have not done before, and I am going to highlight one best thing about the card. I am not going to share the eligibility and all that because probably we have already discussed all those things previously in our videos. So you should definitely check out the respective videos, which I will link. I am also going to share the respective application links for the cards in the description box below. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I am Niraj and I talk about personal finance and credit cards on this channel. So before we get started, let me also tell you that I am not including any American Express cards today because right now they are not open for subscription, right? They are not open for application at all. MX has put a pause on applications. So let us start. We'll start with the first category, which is going to be the cashback category. So the king of cashback, there are many cards, but the best cards probably in this category, firstly is the SBI cashback card, which gives you 5% flat cashback on all online spends, right? And the maximum cap is also very good, wherein you can spend up to 1 lakh rupees per month and earn a maximum cashback of 5,000 rupees here. The next card that comes in this category is the ICICI Amazon Pay credit card. This is also a fantastic card because this is completely free compared to the SBI cashback card, which comes at a fee. This card gives you 5% flat cashback on all Amazon Pay spends if you are Amazon Prime member. You will also get the first 5% cashback will come on Amazon shopping and all those kind of spends. If you make payments on Amazon Pay, then also you will get cashback for things like say utility bill payments, insurance payments and so on. It won't be 5%, it's I think 1% or 1.5%. I'll put it on the screen here. Next card is from HDFC, which is the HDFC Swiggy credit card, which gives you 10% cashback on all Swiggy spends. This cashback is up to 1500 rupees per month. And before we move forward, let me tell you that if you can link your Swiggy membership with Indigo membership, you will also earn Indigo blue chip points on every spend on Swiggy. So basically for eating, you will also earn air miles, right? So all you have to do is go to your Swiggy account and link your Indigo account. And I've already done it and I have started earning points. I've also shared this in the community section. So I'm also sharing a screenshot here of the points that I've earned because of spending money on Swiggy. So a good option to look at. And the last card that we will look at in this category is the HSBC Live credit card. This card gives you 10% cashback on all online spends up to 1000 rupees. So online spends is basically on dining, food and grocery and so on, right? So this is also a good card to consider if you don't have a HSBC card right now in your wallet. Now let us move on to the next category of cards, which is the discount card, right? So the cards that give you a flat discount on purchases. So a couple of cards that come to my mind. The first one is the Axis My Zone credit card. This card gives you 120 rupees discount on Swiggy twice a month, right? So very reasonable discount. So you are making a purchase of 250 to 300 rupees, you will get a flat 120 rupees discount here. So a good card to consider in this category. And the second card, which is probably my favorite in this category, is the HSBC Travel One credit card, simply because you get 10% discount on Zomato payments and also 15% discount on travel OTAs like Yatra, Ease My Trip and Stay Vista. So one of the good cards to consider. Now let us come to the next category, which is the travel credit cards category. This is probably my favorite category, as you guys already know, right? And we have discussed many times different cards on the channel. Even though American Express is my favorite, but since it's not open for applications now, we will not discuss American Express at all. So the first card again, this category is the HSBC Travel One credit card, simply because the eligibility on this card is quite great, right? If you have only 4 lakh rupees of income, you can apply for this card. And the reward rate is also reasonable. It's not as good as the cards that I have, which is the Axis Atlas credit card, but it's a decent card to use. And I have also done a detailed video comparing the HSBC Travel One credit card versus the Axis Atlas that I will link here. Then next up is the Axis Atlas credit card, wherein you can earn around 7% on your regular spends if you transfer your points from Axis to Accor. And if you are able to hit the milestones, then the effective reward rate goes up higher. But if you are transferring it to say some other places, the reward rate will be probably lower. So all of it depends on where you are transferring your points from Axis, and same for HSBC as well. The another thing to note is that both the fees on the HSBC Travel One and the Axis Atlas is at 5,000 rupees only, but the eligibility of Axis Atlas is at 12 lakh rupees, which makes it a problem for many to get. And a lot of expenses are excluded in both these cards, right? So that is also something that you need to be very mindful about. But the rewards are fantastic on the Axis Atlas card and then great on the HSBC Travel One also for sure. If I did not have the Axis Atlas, I would have definitely gotten the HSBC Travel One card. Next is the HDFC Infinia and the Diners Black Metal Credit Card. You guys already know the love for Infinia that I have, right? So now if you were to consider HDFC Infinia versus say Diners Black Metal, all of it depends on the kind of spends you have, right? Say if you're somebody who can spend 4 lakh rupees in a quarter, then I would probably take the DCB metal card compared to the HDFC Infinia card, simply because the effective reward rates will be higher. I have also done a comparison in the past. Okay, I'm sharing that screenshot here for your reference. Why don't you pause the video and look at it? But all in all, both the cards are great. Both the cards give fantastic reward points. So 5x reward point on both is up to 15% on spend. So a great card to have in your wallet. And I definitely have the HDFC Infinia. I'm trying to get the Diners Black Metal either in my name or wife's name. Still not yet successful, but I hope I'm able to get it in the next 1 year. After this, HDFC Tata New Credit Card, I don't know where to classify. Maybe we can classify it in the cashback credit card section also. But this is a great card to have if you have spends with Tata Group of companies. I'll give you a simple example. I have signed up for the Tanishq program, wherein you pay some amount every month and block your goal, right? So we have been doing this for 7 months, wherein we are depositing some money, and I make all the payments with the HDFC Tata New Credit Card, and this card gives me flat 5% back as a cashback, right? I don't think any other card will beat this kind of spending. So if you spend a reasonable amount of money on Tata brands, be it Big Basket or be it Tanishq, you should definitely consider this card. Not only this, you also get 1.5% back on UPI spends as well. So coming to the next category, which is the UPI spends category, two cards that come to my mind, which we have discussed again in detail, is the first is the Kiwi Cashback Credit Card. This card gives you tier based reward rate, and the cashback can go up to 4%, I guess. I'll put up the features on the screen here. You can take a look at it. And then next would be the HDFC Tata New Credit Card again, right? Because you will earn 1.5% on the UPI spend through the Tata New app, and then you can also use it for other purposes like spends on in the Tata Group companies. Now the last category is the premium credit cards category, right? This is the most desirable category for a lot of people. So the first card that comes to my mind is the Axis Magnus for Burgundy. I personally don't have it, but there is somebody who spends more than 1.5 lakh rupees per month, right? And if you can spend it on the non-excluded categories, then this is probably a great card to have. Not only that, this card gives you a very high reward rate on the travel spends as well. So all in all, a decent card to have if you can spend more than 1.5 lakh rupees per month on this card. Popping up the features of the card on the display screen. Next is the HDFC Infinia Diners Black Metal, right? Both the cards fall in both the categories, travel credit cards and as well as super premium credit cards, because these are hard to get, right? Diners Black Metal maybe you'll still be able to get, but Infinia is probably an invite only card, as they say. So hard to get cards, but great cards to hold in this category. One more card that comes to my mind is the ICICI Emerald and ICICI Times Black Credit Card. I am not too sure if ICICI Times Black Credit Card will be able to justify the fee, because earlier when I got the card, there was no cap on the Amazon Pay voucher purchases, but now they have put a cap, and now they have also levied a convenience fee like HDFC, right? So this defeats the purpose of getting this card, and the fee is also very, very high on the card, right? So if you are somebody who has a lot of spends, right? Say you're somebody who's spending 70-80 lakh rupees or more on credit cards, then you can consider this credit card because you'll be able to hit the milestones on the card. Otherwise, I don't think it makes too much sense for you. Axis Atlas will also fall in the super premium credit cards because the minimum eligibility is also 12 lakh rupees and annual milestone is 15 lakh rupees. So if somebody can spend 15 lakh rupees on the card, it is a great card to have. Next, we will come to some cards in the taxes and government spends category. So here again, very, very tricky category, but the favorite card that I have is the HDFC Business Black Credit Card, because up to 55,000 rupees worth of spends, you will get 15% back on the card. Not only this, if you can get the HDFC Business Power, right? If you're not eligible for Business Black, go for Business Power, because you will still get around 5-6% reward points on the card on spending around 25,000 rupees, right? And then over and above that, you will get your normal reward rate. So a great card to have. Then if you have a lot of spends, another card to consider is the ICICI Emirates Credit Card. I personally don't have it, but you will get 1% back in the form of Emirate points, right? So this is also a card that can be considered. American Express cards would fall also in this bucket, but now right now they are not eligible, so we will not talk about that. Then SBI cards, again, I am not too sure. Why don't you comment and tell me if, say for example, the SBI Etihad card and the SBI KrisFlyer card are cards eligible for a milestone, right? If for tax payments, I am not too sure. Maybe somebody watching, who is using these cards, why don't you comment and educate me on this as well? Because I also asked a couple of people and they were also unsure. So again, I am not, it's a little bit of gray area for me also. So it would be very helpful if you can educate me there. So I have been rambling for a long time now, folks. Let me know in the comment section what you think about these kind of categories and these cards. Thank you for watching, and stay safe and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.